I got into real estate because I got really interested in real estate investing, buying and selling houses, owning rentals, commercial, residential, farm and ranch, all that stuff really interested me. Even when I was a kid, I was really fascinated with architecture. One thing that I enjoy about real estate is the thrill of putting a deal together. There's a sense of adrenaline that comes from coming to terms on a real estate transaction, whether that be residential, commercial. Each and every deal is different because there's so many different personalities involved in each deal. There's still nothing more gratifying than being at the closing table with a first-time home buyer, or when someone sells their house and realizes how much equity they got from living in a house for however many years. It really is a rewarding process. It's stressful, it's hard, and it is not as glorious as people think it is from the outside looking in. I've really learned that my strength in real estate is being with people and helping them make their decision and using my expertise and past experiences to help them arrive at the conclusion they need to. The emotion of real estate is pretty draining. It is a big thing for people to buy and sell houses. Some people, a lot of people, most people, it's the biggest transaction of their life. So they are going to have a lot of emotion tied to it, especially if it's a distress sale, like they're having to sell a house, but they'd prefer not to. What's really important for a realtor to be super successful is knowing that you can't possibly know everything, but then you have to recognize that you need to be able to rely on builders, developers, escrow agents, title examiners, appraisers, home inspectors, plumbers, electricians, framers, landscapers. It is imperative as a real estate professional to be able to make a phone call to someone who is an expert in any particular area that involves the deal that you're putting together for your client. You see all kinds of different houses. I mean, in the morning you may be in a $150,000 fixer-upper, and an hour later you may be in a $700,000, 5,000 square foot house on 5 acres with a 4-car garage. I definitely have solidified over the last 10 years of how incredibly patient I can be. I'm talking about real patience, working through scenarios and having obstacles come up and being able to just not get in my own head or let the other people in the transaction try to get in my head or get in their own way and keep putting their feet in their mouth and just saying this situation's not ideal. So what do we need to do to get back on that track? You have to be incredibly patient to weather the storm of transactions continuing to drag on when your house payments due, your insurance payments due, and whatever's going on in your life. It just needs to be understood that this may take a little bit. Something else that I really enjoy about real estate is the fact that you are in a different place every day. I like consistency, but I also like something fresh and new. There's a misconception from people outside the real estate industry as to what a real estate agent actually does. A lot of people think that real estate agents are merely salespeople whose sole purpose is to continue to drive up the value of home prices. And that's just simply not the case. What we do as real estate agents is we are in the service industry. We're customer service representatives, and we are guides to help people make the most intelligent decision for their situation to be able to move forward or not. I had no intention of being here, but I've had some pretty rewarding years and met a lot of people along the way. Some really, really good people that have turned into friendships beyond just having a real estate license. So pretty thankful for that. the agents in my office, even though we're all 1099 contractors, we'll chauffeur each other and help each other out if we have like a hard transaction going on and we need someone to kind of be outside that circumstance and with a level head to really think through things. And then having a transaction coordinator behind me that's always following up with things. I am not a cubicle person. I don't like working in offices all that well. So to be out in the sunshine, in the warmth or the cold and the rain and all that kind of stuff, that adds a level of excitement to me. My broker is incredibly supportive. He wants all of his agents to truly do well and sets them up with the tools to be able to be as successful as they can. And he really works hard to minimize any cost that could be associated with that. In my case, my wife is incredibly supportive of my career and understands the time sacrifices and the financial sacrifices you have to make to get through tougher times. My long-term real estate goals: be able to do more of what we want to do and not be so committed to just the daily grind of paying bills and surviving. There's variations on what that looks like. One, to go ahead and get my broker's license. That's kind of been a back burner thing, just doing the daily grind and making a living. I want to own enough real estate to take care of my family and not have to worry so much about retirement. And plus, that's originally why I got into any kind of real estate anyways, was to own inventory myself, have some sort of rental portfolio paying in some way. But just a combination of the two seems like a healthy way to grow and build for your future and your retirement. That's why I got into real estate. It's just the fascination and the love of real estate investing and learning how to grow a real estate portfolio and leave stuff for your family in the future so they can concentrate more on what they enjoy doing versus having to just work a job. My name is Jason Glasscock, and I'm a realtor.